Welcome back, my angels. Let's melt into this beautiful love we are going to create together. Let's clear the energy in our rooms and in our bodies with my Tibetan bowl. We have been trained to listen to the mind to come up with solutions, plan things ahead, do this ahead, think of that ahead. But what if I told you that scientists are now discovering that the brain is incapable of finding solutions? It is literally just a machine that stores the memories of the past and tries to predict the future. That's all it does. It's just this prediction machine. And what it predicts for the future is mostly based on past experiences. And it's very limited. If you've had certain experiences in your past, you can only predict the next future to be similar. So you kind of stay in the same level of thinking and prediction and thinking and prediction. It's very limited. So you must be wondering, where do my solutions actually come from? Let me introduce you to a less mystified perception, idea of your higher self. I want you to imagine that you are a doll. Now just observe yourself from outside. You're a doll. Your house is this toy. And your higher self is actually playing the whole game, the whole story. It knows exactly why you're here and what you're supposed to do and the fastest way for you to get there. It knows everything. If your brain is limited, your higher self is infinite intelligence. Infinite. It knows everything. The brain is limited. It only knows from the past. Every time your mind goes quiet is when you will hear a gentle voice to give you an idea, tell you to go there, go to that party, go to that event, try this out, walk this way. You'll hear this soft voice. It's not your mind. It's your higher self finally able to reach to you only when the mind is quiet. And how often is the mind really quiet? I find that when I'm in the shower, I'll suddenly get this idea. Like, yes, maybe I have to do this. Don't forget to do that. It's like a gentle reminder, gentle inspiration, gentle idea, gentle solution. Or even when I'm on my run and I want a little break, catching my breath, that's when suddenly, my mind is clear. Some people get that when they are driving as well. When you're doing things when your mind is not really thinking, that's when you hear this sudden nudge. Little ding! A little seed. How many times have you been to an event or party or a place and you see somebody they've not seen ages, and then suddenly your connection is reignited? Or you go to an event not knowing what was going to happen, but suddenly there's this wonderful opportunity for you. They're looking for somebody with exactly the skills that you have. Or what about when you go somewhere, you really need this certain help and you don't know how you're going to get it, and this person shows up at the right time and give you the exact help and even better. This is all synchronicity. This is all happening when you let go of the mind, you let go of your expectations, when you fully surrender. That is when the higher self can bring you so much ease, so much joy, so much pleasure, so much fulfillment. Now, I want you to imagine a water stream. Ding, ding, it's like really pretty, sparkling, it's really happy, just flowing wherever it wants to go. When you want control, when you are attached to an outcome, you're holding on to this rock. You become the rock. Like, no, I can only be happy if I get this. I'm not gonna let go. I'm only gonna be satisfied when I get this. You become a rock because you're not moving. All of life, your higher self is like dancing around you. The water is dancing around you. And you're like, mm. The moment you let go and you go with the water, that is what surrender is. You let go of who you are, where you want to go, who you are becoming, what's gonna happen. Just let it go. Because if you look at space, it kind of is like a water stream. Everything is just constantly moving in a dance. There's no planet that's just stuck there. They're all moving. So what makes you think that you have all the control, that it has to be this way? Maybe there's a better way. So much better. All you have to do is just let go. I was reading a book. It's called The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And he mentioned this part that made me really like see things in a new way too, and I would love to share. So he said that the human operates the world. He said the world operates in time and space dimension. So basically, if you think you want to get from here to here, you need to do A, B, C, D, to get to your destination. So that's time and space. So usually when we're like planning with our logical mind, for example, you're saying, okay, I have this goal, this big goal. I want to buy this car, or I want to buy this house, or I want to go on this holiday, and I need to work this many months to get there. It's going to take me this many years for me to get to that goal. You're putting time there. But what happens when you surrender is you say, you know what, I'm going to be in pleasure, I'm going to go with the flow, I know this is something that I desire, and I'm just going to let it go. I don't have to control the outcome of how I'm going to get there. I'm just going to let it go. So what happens is that, because this is the world, right, this linear time, you open up a different dimension which goes like this. It's timeless. It's got no time. This is the dimension of depth and height. So what happens is that when you surrender, that thing that you think it's gonna take you 3 years to come to you can happen in the next few weeks or the next few days. Because you are not operating in time in linear form anymore. When you surrender, you open up a new dimension. You can call it a heavenly realm. And then you get like this magical miracle that just comes to you in the most surprising, easy ways. And this has happened to me numerous times, honey. So which story should I start from? There's so many stories when there's so much magic that's happened in this state. So this was in lockdown, and what I loved about lockdown is that time actually did not exist, right? That is when I started doing my meditation practices. I was looking into neuroscience, manifestation, all the different techniques just to play, see what can happen. I got nothing to lose. So I was very lucky that I had just lost a job when lockdown began. And so I had no responsibilities at all. I didn't have to do anything. I was just in this realm of like play and pleasure. Of course, it was quite stressy in the beginning, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna now just fully surrender. These are the things I want. I wanted a new job. I wanted a certain salary. I wanted to work from home. And I wanted the company to provide for me a Mac. So all these things were quite impossible because the salary I wanted was so much higher than the salary I had before. I had never worked in a company where they provide you the actual computer or even allow you to work from home. And this was lockdown. Nobody is actually hiring. I was like, God, higher self, universe, this is what I want, but I don't have a timeline for myself. I'm not gonna put like a time limit. I'm just gonna be here right now in pleasure, in play, in my present moment, be the happiest I can, and allow it to come whenever it wants. And I wasn't like tracking time. It's like, oh, why have I not heard anything back yet? Just had these desires, I put it out there and I let it go. What happened was that there was a company that I had gone for a job interview for. This was like months ago, and it was for a different role. I remember when I saw them, they said that I was too creative for this role and it's a role that I might not enjoy. So I didn't get that job. But that same company, suddenly their designer was leaving and they were looking for a new designer. And I was the perfect candidate. They didn't have to even interview anybody else. They were like, we've seen your work. We met you already. Just let us know when you want to start. And they provided me the salary that I wanted, which was way higher than the one I had before. And they provided me a Mac so I could work from home. This happened in a matter of weeks. I surrendered and I tapped into the magical realm, and I felt like heaven just blessed me. My higher self just blessed me. But yes, this is just one of many stories that happen when you surrender. You allow the magic to work. You allow the miracles to come. You allow your higher self, who's higher intelligence, not limited like your mind, higher intelligence, just guiding you. And this whole time, when I had these desires, all I was doing was listening to my higher self. What do I want to do? What's gonna make me happy? Majority of the time I was either drawing, I was doing my meditation, I was going on my nature walks, I was doing stretching, yoga. That's what I was doing. Just doing things that make me happy. No pressure, no stress, no control, no deadline. Just surrender. Best part is that your higher intelligence is always here. You can access this anytime you want. And because I've experienced so much magic, of course I trust my higher self completely. A good way to start is by asking for small things. If you have a really small decision to make, this is what my best friend does. So, for example, you want to have, okay, you're about to make your dinner. Ask your higher self. Just pause. Be like, higher self, what should I have? And you'll hear a voice. Do it. Or if you're walking in the path, there are like a few ways to get to your destination. Ask your higher self, which way should I walk? Just go that way. Or even with your clothes that you're about to wear, ask your higher self, what should I wear? And you'll hear a soft, gentle voice. The more you listen to it, the more you are building your trust. And your higher self is trusting you too. It's a connection. It's a bond. It's a relationship. It requires communication. You ask and then you hear. The more you practice with your small decisions, then when the big things come, you can do the same. Higher self, what choice to make? And a lot of the times when I'm in a big situation and I ask my higher self will usually just tell me to pause. Pause and detach. Let it all go. And this is one thing I hear the most. My higher self always asks me, do you trust me? And I'll always think about all the magical miracles that I've experienced. I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. There's been many times where I literally did not know where to go next. Like I had no destination to go to. And I've been in full surrender mode. And then suddenly a door just opens in the last moment. And it always takes me exactly where I'm supposed to be. And today I want to ask you, do you trust in this higher intelligence that always has your back, always wants the best for you? Are you ready to let go of your controlling mind and just surrender to this song of life? It's always playing. Are you dancing to it? Or are you the rock holding on to it? Just know that you always have a choice. You can start building that relationship today. It's like ChatGPT, but just even bigger. It's your own spirit, own soul, your higher self. It's always watching you, always loving you. Knows exactly what's gonna make you happy. Like truly, deeply happy and free. 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 Are you ready to tap into the heavenly realm? I hope that this message clicked something within you. I just want you to give yourself permission to love yourself more deeply than you've ever done before. I want you to feel at ease with the knowing that you don't have to control everything, honey. No. Sometimes you just practice letting go. Don't hold on to all the weight. There's so much help already around you. So much. Just let it go. Let life love you. Let your higher self guide you. They know the way. You don't have to keep looking at the map. Keep looking at the solutions. There is always a way. And it's so much easier, so much smoother. And you're gonna enjoy it so much more. Just want you to enjoy life so much more than you've done before. Until next time, take care of yourself and nourish yourself. Be kind to yourself and love yourself. And I will see you soon.